Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, thank you all for joining. I think I put the message in quite late last night. I totally forgot about it. And anyway, somebody might remember, can join later on. We will make a start right now. And we're talking about the doorkeepers, we're talking about the four Kumaras, we're talking about Lord Narayan. Now at this point now we're concentrating on the two doorkeepers who have taken birth in Prajapati Kashyap's house and Mother Diti. So it's mentioned that Prajapati Kashyap, the creator of the living entities, gave his twin sons their names. The one who's born first, he named Hiranyaksha. So he's the elder one. And the one who was first conceived by Diti, he named Hiranyakashipu. The elder child, Hiranyakashipu, was unafraid of death from anyone within the three worlds because he received a benediction from Lord Brahma. He was proud and puffed up due to this benediction and was able to bring all three planet systems under his control. As will be revealed later on, Hiranyakashipu underwent severe austerities and penance to satisfy Brahma and thus received a benediction of immortality, as we all know. Actually, it is impossible even for Lord Brahma to give anyone the benediction of becoming immortal. But indirectly, Hiranyakashipu received the benediction that no one within this material world would be able to kill him. So there was a clause, that's all it was. It wasn't that he was immortal. In other words, because he originally came from the abode of Vaikuntha, he was not to be killed by anyone within this material world. So they can allow that. That would be automatic anyway. So the Lord desired to appear himself to kill him, because that was the plan. One may be very proud of his material advancement in knowledge, but he cannot be immune to the four principles of material existence, namely birth, death, old age, and disease. It was the Lord's plan to teach people that even Hiranyakashipu was so powerful and strongly built, could not live more than his destined duration of life. So one may become as strong and puffed up as Hiranyakashipu and bring under his control all three worlds, but there is no possibility of continuing life eternally or keeping the conquered booty forever. So many emperors have ascended to power and they are now lost in oblivion. That is the history of the world. So it's explained here, these are the rules of the material world. Whoever takes birth must die, and nobody is immune from that, because that is the rule of God, and the rule of God cannot be changed. His younger brother Hiranyaksha was always ready to satisfy his elder brother by his activities. Hiranyaksha took a club on his shoulder and traveled all over the universe with a fighting spirit just to satisfy Hiranyakashipu. The demonic spirit is to train all family members to exploit the resources of this universe for personal sense gratification. Whereas the godly spirit is to engage everything in the service of the Lord. That is the difference between the demons and the divine. So Hiranyakashipu was himself very powerful, and he made his younger brother Hiranyaksha powerful to assist him in fighting with everyone and lording it over material nature as long as possible. And we have this propensity, being conditioned souls, we have this propensity, maybe not at this scale, but at a lower scale. If possible, he wanted to rule the universe eternally. These are demonstrations of the spirit of the demonic living entity. So let's pray. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Mukham karoti vachalam pangum langyate girim yat kirpata vande Shri Guru Dev Taranam Pramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram Hari Om Tassat Narayan Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiriyat Nasta Presha Abdareshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhakti Bhakti Nishtiki. Hare Krishna. Hiranyaksha's temper was difficult to control. So this is a younger brother. He had anklets of gold tinkling about his feet. He was adorned with a gigantic garland, and he rested his huge mace on one of his shoulders. His mental and bodily strength, as well as the boon conferred upon him, had made him proud. He feared death at the hand of no one, and there was no checking him. The gods, therefore, were seized with fear at his very sight, and they hid themselves, even as snakes hide themselves for fear of Garuda. So the Asuras are generally strongly built, as described here, and therefore their mental condition is very sound, and their prowess is also extraordinary. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, having received the boon that they would not be killed by any other living entity within this universe, were almost immortal, if not completely immortal. They were almost immortal, and thus they were completely fearless. So, on finding Indra and the other demigods who had previously been intoxicated with power, the chief of the Daityas, seeing that they had all vanished before his might, roared loudly. And after returning from the heavenly kingdom, the mighty demon, who was like an elephant in wrath, for the sake of sport, dived into deep ocean, which was roaring terribly. So, moving about in the ocean for many, many years, the mighty Hiranyaksha smote the gigantic wind, tossed waves again and again with his iron mace, and reached Vivavari, the capital of Varun. So, these demonic people, that they just can't seem to rest. They don't have peace of mind. They're always causing havoc, which is the case here. So Varun is supposed to be the predominating deity of the waters, and his capital, which is known as Vavari, is within the watery kingdom. Vavari is the home of Varun, lord of the aquatic creatures and guardian of the lower regions of the universe, where the demons generally reside. There, Hiranyaksha fell at the Varun's feet like a low-born man. And to make fun of him, he said with a smile, "Give me batter, Lord, Supreme Lord." The demonic person always challenges others and tries to occupy others' property by force. Here, these symptoms are fully displayed by Hiranyaksha, who begged war from a person who had no desire to fight. So you are the guardian of an entire sphere and ruler of wide fame, having crushed the might of arrogant and conceited warriors, and having conquered all the Daityas and Danavas in the world. You once performed a Rajasuya sacrifice to the Lord. Thus, he mocked by an enemy whose vanity knew no bounds. The worshipful Lord of the waters waxed angrily. But by dint of his reason, he managed to curb the anger that had sprung upon him. And he replied, "O dear one, we have now desisted from warfare, having grown too old for combat." As you see, war mongering, but it is always great fighting without reason. You are so skilled in war that I don't see anyone else but the most ancient person, Lord Vishnu, who can give satisfaction in battle to you. Therefore, O chief of the Asuras, approach him, whom even heroes like you mention, with praise. So Varun turns the tables. He says, "Well, why don't you pick on your own size, so to speak?" So aggressive materialistic warriors are actually punished by the Supreme Lord for their policy of unnecessarily disturbing world peace. Therefore, Varun advised Hiranyaksha that the right course to satisfy his fighting spirit would be to seek to fight with Vishnu. Get a better match for him. He would enjoy that fighting more. If he really wants to fight somebody who's going to give you some competition. And then Varun continued, on reaching him, you'll be rid of your pride at once and will lie down on the field of battle, surrounded by dogs for eternal sleep. It is in order to exterminate wicked fellows like you and to show his grace to the virtuous that he assumes his various incarnations like Varaha. So now Varun is daring him to go and fight Lord Vishnu, who has incarnated as Lord Varaha. So Asurs don't know that their bodies consist of the 5 elements of material nature, and that when they fall, they become objects of pastimes for dogs and vultures. Varun advised Hiranyaksha to meet Vishnu in his boy incarnation so that his hankering for aggressive war would be satisfied and his powerful body would be vanquished. And now Maitreya is explaining to Vidur, the proud and falsely glorious Daitya paid little heed to the words of Varun. O dear Vidur, he learned from Narad the whereabouts of the Supreme Personality Godhead and hurried betook himself to the depths of the ocean. So this Hiranyaksha, he was so proud that, and as mentioned, he was fearless, and he went to face Lord Vishnu because they think they are invincible and they can fight anybody. So materialistic warmongers are not even afraid to fight with their mightiest enemy, the personality of Godhead. The demon was very encouraged to learn from Varun that there was one fighter who could actually combat him. And he was very enthusiastic to search out the Supreme Personality of Godhead just to give him a fight. And even though it was predicted by Varun that by fighting with Vishnu, he would become prey for dogs and jackals and vultures, since demoniac persons are less intelligent, they dare to fight with Vishnu, who is known as Ajit, or one who has never been conquered. So once Hiranyaksha finds the Lord, he saw the all-powerful personality Godhead in his boar incarnation, bearing the earth upward on the ends of his tusks and robbing him of his splendor with his reddish eyes. The demon laughed, "Oh, an amphibious beast," while Vara, with his tusks, engaged in uplifting the submerged earth from the depths of the waters. This great demon Hiranyaksha met him and challenged him, calling him a beast. Demons cannot understand the incarnation of the Lord. They think that his incarnation as a fish or a boar or a tortoise are big beasts only. They misunderstand the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, even in his human form, and they deride his descent. So in the Chaitanya Sampradaya, there is sometimes a demoniac misconception about the descent of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu's body is spiritual, but the demonic persons consider the body of the Supreme Personality to be material, just like ours. Evajanati Mambuda. Persons who have no intelligence deride the transcendental form of the Lord as material. So this is amazing because although they are the Lord's doorkeepers, now because they have become conditioned souls. And this is the thing. Although we are spiritual souls, part of the Lord, but when we become conditioned, we can get in a demoniac state. This is the difference. This is why we say, well, we are part of Lord, we are parts and parcels of Lord Krishna, we are spiritual souls, so how can this be? But it's the conditioning can cause all these problems, and we don't know what we are doing. So the demon addressed the Lord, "O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar, just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the low regions, and you cannot take it from my presence and not be heard by me." So now Hiranyaksha, he's threatening Lord Boar that if you try to take this earth, which was in the water, I will hurt you. You have been nourished by our enemies to kill us, and you have killed some demons by remaining invisible. Oh fool, your power is only mystic. So today I shall enliven my kinsmen by killing you. The demon used the words abhavya, which means for killing. So it's mentioned that Sri Dharaswami comments that this killing means liberating, or in other words, killing the process of continued birth and death. And this is what the Lord does, kills the process of birth and death and keeps himself invisible. Because the activities of the Lord's internal potency are inconceivable. But by a slight exhibition of his potency, the Lord, by his grace, can deliver from nescience. So this is the situation. Whether the Lord gives you pain or pleasure is always for your favor. He's doing your favor. The Lord is invisible to the eyes of the common man, but his energies act in various ways. When demons are in adversity, they think that God is hiding himself and is working by his mystic potency. They think that if they can find God, they can actually kill him just by seeing him. So Hiranyaksha thought that way, and he challenged the Lord. You have done tremendous harm to your community, taken the part of the demigods, and you have killed our kinsmen in so many ways, always keeping yourself hidden. Now I see you face to face, and I'm not going to let you go. I shall kill you and save my kinsmen from your mystic misdeeds. So not only are demons always anxious to kill God with words and philosophy, but they think that if one is materially powerful, he can kill God with material fatal weapons. So demons like Kans, Ravan, and Hiranyakashipu thought themselves powerful enough to kill even God. Demons cannot understand that God, by his multifarious potencies, can work so wonderfully that he can be present everywhere and still remain in his abode, Goloka Vrindavan. So they just don't understand how God works. And so they get into this misconception and they challenge God, and then eventually they lose their lives. But we know that, and we know that this was a plan of Lord Krishna. He wanted a fight, and that's why he turned them into demons, because he knew that demons will be perfect for what he was looking for. So he gave them that kind of body. Whatever Krishna wants you to do, he gives you that kind of body, and so you can behave accordingly. In this case, the two doorkeepers, they come under this special plan of Lord Krishna for his pastimes. With us, we are given the kind of body according to our karma. Whatever karma we do, that's our desires, and for our desires, we'll get the appropriate body. This is what happens to us. And so we have to be very careful that now we have a human body, that we don't misuse it, because next time only our desires can be fatal, and the next time we might not get this opportunity. We might fall into the cycle of birth and death, and then we lose the opportunity for a very, very long time. So thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. Rukmani Mataji, iPhone Prabhu or Mataji, Parveen Mataji, thank you for joining today. And like to ask Rukmani Mataji if she has something to say about this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
This demonic, we are lucky today, even in Kali Yuga, there is no demons like Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and so it's our mercy on us from the Krishna, Lord Krishna. And Lord Krishna has given us the good way to live the life, especially ISKCON. So I think we feel very safe. So we don't need to afraid of these demons. Mentally effect demons and this Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. That is all the mentality of this thinking. Sometimes it is all mental problem. So if we are joined in a Krishna consciousness, we don't afraid of anything because we are safe and no need to worry about the demons. They do their work, we do our work. And that was in their yuga. They came and Krishna killed everybody. So we can't think much for these demons. That's it.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, see, the thing is, the two demons, they were so powerful because they had to fight the Lord himself, right? So that's why the Lord made them so powerful, to make them, he wants some competition. So he made them so powerful. Whereas the demons nowadays, they're only fighting other people, other living entities. So they're not as powerful, but they're still pretty powerful. Like, we had Hitler not so long ago. And there's been other, people in South America and Eastern Europe, yes, and also in Africa. There has been many people who have caused problems for their own countries and for the world, but they're not as powerful as the Lord. But the demonic propensity is there. We all have it to an extent within us as well. This is the thing, and this is what we're trying to get rid of, as we were talking last week. And this is what Lord Krishna mentioned in chapter 16, the divine and demoniac. So we do have those demonic qualities that we're trying to reduce within us. So because, like you say, Krishna consciousness help us to do that. We have been given the resources to get rid of this, and then we can also help our children, help other people, advise them that, yeah, there is help for us. Some people might think that, we're doomed, but it's not the case. There is help there in Srila Prabhupada's books and his mission, that we can, if we have any propensity, even a small amount, we can reduce it by taking guidance from the Srila Prabhupada's mission.
And Prabhuji, you said rovery, demons live there in rovery?
Robbery.
Rovery. Demons live there.
No, it's the head office of the water god, Varun, Vivabhavari. No, Vivabhavari Shesha.
Oh, Rishesha.
We say the same Vivabhavari, isn't it?
It's a name.
Yeah, it's the name of a place in the lower, in the Patal Loks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. My father-in-law is there. Welcome him. Would you like to say something? Okay. Parveen Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
No.
Yeah, Mataji said nicely about the demonic nature. Nice class, Prabhuji. Yeah, because I'm just thinking, all the desire for sense gratification, I think that leads to the demonic nature, or the vice versa, the demonic nature. Then you just want to be involved in sense gratification and load it over material nature. So I think it's the greed to control everything. And like you said, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, they want to kill even the Lord. So we have to be careful and control our senses. So, so we just get involve ourselves just in devotional service. So we don't read through our senses and just involve the senses in the devotional service. So we can see the trend, what causes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Prabhupada always said that, he calls them demons, Mayavadis, and the atheist people, and even the impersonalists. Srila Prabhupada says that these people who thinks that God is not a person are like demons, because they want to get rid of God. So we're maybe not so powerful that we can fight God with maces like Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, but mentally or in our other ways, through our preaching, there are people who want, who want to get rid of God as a person. They think it's just some power, some natural power, or that everyone is God. We're all God, and we just get conditioned because we come to material world, but otherwise we're all God. So people have, and there are other people, atheists, think that God, there's no such thing as God. It's just nature. There is no such thing as God. I mean, in universities now, they say that people think that God is dead. Even though there was a God, but now it no longer exists, and now everything just running on automatic. Now there's that kind of mentality within people. So they are really no better than Hiranyaksha or Hiranyakashipu, but they don't have the resources or the power to challenge God. But otherwise, people with that kind of mentality are no better than them. What do you think?
Shall I say something, Prabhu?
Who is it?
Nitai Charan.
Nitai Charan Prabhu. Haribol.
Dandavat Pranam to everybody.
Haribol.
Yeah. I like to say something about this. You are talking about demons.
Yes.
But Hiranyakashipu and that they were in Satya Yuga. That Yuga was good. That they came only for Lord's wants to came there. Okay, but we are now in Kali Yuga. The Yuga itself is very, very bad, and this way at that time is 2 demons. Yeah, but here is now is thousands of demons.
Sure.
We are staying in the house with demons. We like this. This is no. We can't say not me, but it's a lot of people's.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the mentality is demons. What the demons mean? Demons mean they don't allow the people to worship or to believe in God.
Yes.
This is the demons formula. Yeah, but if anybody in the house, a lot of houses I know that they want to even wife want to go to the temples or worship, but husband says no.
Yes.
Husbands want this is not, or family other members is no. This is it. There's so many things. So they are behaving demonic, and this is dangerous. This is dangerous than for Hiranyakashipu, because Hiranyakashipu is not going to everywhere anywhere. But here is everyone is in danger because of say about before 500 years ago. There were stable conditions in India, even. But this way, is Mahaprabhu came, he started this. But after that also Mahaprabhu left, again it was bad condition. Yeah. Because of demonic ruler at that time, Mughal ruler, and these things, even Vrindavan, all the temples is broken, then they have to take the deity in Jaipur. So you can imagine,
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you can imagine how dangerous this Kali Yuga. But we are, I will say we are lucky. We appeared in such a times that is Prabhupada started this movement. Prabhupada started this movement, and whole world is benefited for that. Before was not whole world was benefited like this. Even Mahaprabhu started, but not whole world was benefited for that. Only a portion of India was benefited, but he put the seed on that, and that seed is working slowly because it takes time. Any seed you put in the soil, it takes time to rise, and then So actually, Mahaprabhu started this. They put the seed, and that seed is fructifying now by the mercy of Prabhupada. So but we have to be careful. This is only for 10,000 years.
Absolutely.
After 10,000 years, Kali will be full control. So we are saying we are very nice now. This is not demon like this, but there are still thousands of demons. We have to be careful, and our duty is to peace, to help other people also to be conscious. Then they can release from this situation. So our duty is this, and we have to be careful. We shouldn't be happy. Oh, we are this now is very, very nice time. There is a night time. No, we should not be. This is dangerous time. This is dangerous time. But we have got the opportunity by the mercy of Prabhupada to get rid of these. But we have to take these chance and we have to be careful. We have to be careful to do this. Because if this colleague is so dangerous, if you find a little gap, you'll enter. You'll enter and then make the space and it will finish. I know so many people, so many even devotee. I know that they are not devotee now. Because this colleague entered into their heart in some way. So anyway, so this is we should teach, because lastly you are teaching. We should teach like this, then we'll be safe. Okay, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. That's wonderful. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We have the opportunity. And Srila Prabhupada says that it's the most intelligent people who take on Krishna consciousness. So
exactly. But intelligent, but it is also their previous lives advancement. Yeah, the Krishna's mercy will not be intelligent. Also, intelligence also gives. Krishna says, "I give the intelligence."
Absolutely.
We can't say, "Oh, he is very intelligent." No, he is not. He should be proud that he has got intelligence. He is to be pray to Krishna. Okay, or surrender to Krishna. Krishna, you gave me the intelligence. You gave me the intelligence. You gave me Krishna consciousness. These have to be our mood. We should be proud of why we have got intelligence. This is also Krishna gave. This is why Krishna gave. I give the intelligence. I give the forgetfulness. Everything.
Absolutely.
So this is, and also it is the previous lives good work. It's not certainly comes. Of course, if Krishna once suddenly comes, he can take him back. Is Krishna? I would be the Krishna desire if he yes. But we can't say, oh, we'll get the Krishna's mercy like this. No. If we wait for that, then we'll be finished. We have to be surrendered and we have to start teaching and start this.
Sure.
Okay. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very nice program. Yeah.
Thank you. It's all about mercy. It is causeless, but we still need the endeavor. The endeavor and the mercy go side by side.
Exactly.
Mercy if you don't have the desire and you don't even try. So
exactly.
You know,
you can't get the intelligence if you don't desire. Of course. If you desire, then Krishna gives. Yeah.
So I know Mataji.
But it comes from association, Prabhu. This is the most important thing. Association. It doesn't come like this. Yeah. It's Birmingham is so many, but devotees are now. But when actually we started, me and my wife started in Birmingham, there is no devotees, nothing in association. But we had a association from many devotees. They have to come because I was in London. I started in London and this way we survived. Otherwise, we will not survive. At that time, we will not survive. But now is a lot of devotees association, and this way Birmingham is growing. We need association, sadhus association. Yeah.
Association is the key.
Yeah.
To advancement, if nothing else. You can come to the mission, but if you want to stay there, then you need association to. It's like the fuel that keeps you running and it keeps you in the process. Because although it seems that the Prabhupada said it's a simple process, but you can miss it very easily as well.
Exactly, we miss it.
So you need to be empowered by others to keep you on your toes. Yeah. Thank you, bro.
It's nice program, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bro, I just wanted to know something from you that so like in India, we talk about atheism and the people who try to destroy God's name. we had the British came and the Mughals came. The Mughals destroyed all the Vedas and all the scriptures because they wanted to dominate with their own religion. Then anything left. This is why we have to move all the deities to Jaipur, and then then the British came. If there's anything remaining, that they try to brainwash people. They try to destroy our heritage, our spirit, because they wanted us to follow their ways, westernized. And I said the only way we can westernize people is we destroy their roots, right? We can destroy them, then we can get them to follow our ways. So
any culture, you have to destroy that people, you have to destroy their culture. So these were their mood, that they may destroy their culture. And at that time, is so many people like so-called Brahmins, not Brahmins. I am not blaspheming the Brahmins. So-called Brahmins, they as a dress of Brahmins, they are helping them to destroy these. They are also demons. They inside dress as Brahmins, but demonic Brahmins. So they help them, and that by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, he saved them. He saved them at that time. It's 500 years ago in what happened in Bengal. So this I said we are mercy that we came at that time, that when Mahaprabhu came and Prabhupada came. So we have to take this opportunity. We shouldn't miss. If you say it will be easy to miss, exactly, it is very easy to miss. Very easy to miss. Even I missed your class every morning because I had to do something else, and that's we finished because they are waiting this do the puja and this Abhishek and this thing. But 2 days I got the chance. I said I to attend this because today they are breakfast now, so they are not. So I said this is the time.
Thank you so much for it.
Okay, thank you. But you are doing very nice thing.
Thank you. I'm really enjoying it because I'm learning every week. We're doing little pieces every week. And
This also and like nice association, and might not be a lot of people, but whoever they are is good. It's like Rukmini Mataji, in Shobhaji Mataji. They are very, very,
I didn't put a message in. I think I forgot. Jai Prabhu, we have Sureshya Mataji, we have Venkat Prabhu, Partha Prabhu, Mataji, they all come.
But they're all I know that they're taking breakfast. Because breakfast time is 8:12.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
These I say.
Yes.
I'm not taking breakfast. I say I attend the class, but they are taking.
I'm looking mine after the class.
Yeah. So these I said this is the time to attend.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, I'm very happy that I attended the class.
Nice to. Please keep coming because we have some great discussions. We had Chakradhari Prabhu come 2-3 weeks ago, and he gave some really good input as well. And
he's very. Because he is also he can't come every day because he is to go to hospital.
I think it was on holiday. It's the holiday. Okay, Praveen Mataji.
Okay then.
Thank you, Praveen Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Nithai Prabhuji. Thank you for association. Very nice. Prabhuji, please clarify the word intelligent, because I understand the material meaning of intelligent. We used, she's very intelligent, he's very intelligent. But intelligent, is it one who takes to the devotional service? What does Prabhupada actually mean by one who is intelligent takes to the devotional service? Or one who understands Krishna is intelligent?
Yeah, I mean,
shall I say something?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yes, Mataji, you are right. Because Krishna said, I gave the intelligence for what? And he said forgetfulness. That means he gave the intelligence to recognize Krishna, to remember Krishna, Krishna death, and forgetfulness to forget Krishna. So that means that intelligence is for Krishna conscious intelligence, not materialistic intelligence. This is completely different. Material intelligence, what? It is not intelligence. You are doing material things. Do you think this is intelligence? This is ignorance.
Yes, yes.
This is not intelligence. We can't say intelligence. This is ignorant. We are forgetting Krishna. We are doing sometimes material thing which is burning us. So this is not intelligence. That intelligence means that the Krishna conscious intelligence. Okay, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you. Nice question. So, yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, so with our continuous endeavor, so we will become intelligent then. So
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and also Prabhuji, one more question. Yeah, like we are in the golden times, 10,000 years. But then, what do you think will be the cause of decline? Because now we are very happy because Krishna consciousness is increasing, and people are becoming intelligent. They are realizing. So, what do you think will be the cause? Why there will be a decline then?
No. What happened? If this way I said, we should try to go back to God at this period. If you don't go, that means it is our ignorance. This is why you don't go. Now you have to go. We can go, but if you can't go, then you have to stay for the big storm. You have to stay there for a long time. You don't know how long. So this is why you have to use our Krishna conscious intelligence to go back to God at now, within that time. This is why Prabhupada said we should not do any punya. Even my Guru Maharaj also said, don't do punya karma. If you do punya karma, you will go back to Sarga, heaven. And if you go to heaven, you will stay there more than 10,000 years and will come back. This is stable positions in earth. So we should not worry about the punya karma. We should do all the Krishna conscious work, devotional service. We should do the devotional service, not with the punya karma. A lot of people, they are not doing devotional service, they are doing punya karma. They are doing a lot of punya karma, very good punya karma. Oh, we are doing this, we are doing this, we are doing all punya karma. But they are not realizing this punya karma is good to go to heaven, but not to beyond this material world. We can't go. Punya karma, we can't go beyond this material world. And then you stay there, we might stay there more than 10,000 years there. And then we'll come back. We have to come back here. They will throw us out. If you stay 5-star hotels, as soon as we have got the money, we'll stay. As soon as money finishes, they'll throw. Exactly, the heaven is like this. We have got punya karma, we'll go there. Punya karma is finished, they'll throw us. We have to come back to earth. We should use intelligence to go back. We do devotional service instead of punya karma. Okay?
Yes. So whatever, all the activities we do, if we surrender everything to Krishna, and then
devotional service. I mean devotional service.
Yeah. So we should not then do any, like you said, we shouldn't do any punya karma.
Look. You punya karma doing not, but you have to be your main aim. You have to be devotional service.
But even if
devotional service, you can do the punya karma. It's not if you serve food. This is also devotional service through punya karma.
Yes.
Through punya karma, it's devotional. This is a lot of people. If you start a hospital, it is not wrong. But if to start it like brother Radhanath Swami started hospital in what is called in Bombay. This is also devotional service. Through devotional service, he is preaching through the hospital. He's preaching. A lot of people join ISKCON through hospital. Even my Guru Maharaj was in the hospital, Bombay. He used to preach. All the nuns, everything. So many nuns became devotee. Okay. Yeah. So this is not. I said you do punya karma with devotional service. Through
Yeah.
devotional service, you do punya karma.
Yeah.
There's no
So like-
harm to do that. You
Yeah.
should like they are serving in Christmas Day food. This is also punya karma.
Yeah.
But this is devotional service with punya karma.
Yeah.
They're saying prasad.
Yeah,
They're
that's what I
serving
was going to
prasad.
say. Like feeding a hungry is a punya karma, but feeding somebody
Exactly.
feeding prasadam is devotional service.
Devotional service. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
You
Prabhu.
do punya karma through
Yeah.
devotional service.
Yeah,
That's
thank
okay. I'm not, but nobody said don't do punya karma. Do punya karma with devotional service.
Yes, yes. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you for clarification.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, put Krishna in the center. That's the idea. The Krishna should be involved in it somehow. Then it becomes our karma.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. It becomes our karma, which means you don't get any reaction from that, and you get spiritual point.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Okay, time is rushing by, so we're going to do a couple of rounds. Rukmani Mataji, please first round, and then Pravi Mataji will do second round. Thank you so much.
Okay, Prabhuji. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.